Hello, y'all. This is actually a video request that I received from one of my viewers. I think she's a sister because I did go in and look at some of her videos. Because I am someone, if you support my channel and you view my videos, I support you also. So I like to support people that motivate and support me. And sometimes I support people that don't support me. Okay. So the video request that the sister requested was about narcissists and the new supply. So, because she's a woman and presumably she dates men, okay, which is what I think. She dates men. She appears to be a straight woman and she's dating men. So the video is going to be about the narcissist and the new supply, right? Because that was the video request that she made. So before I go into this, I am on my exercise bike. So if you hear any swishing in the background, if you ever hear that, that is the bike. I got my lemonade. So I'm very, very excited to do this video because I love helping someone, right? And some of the best ways that we can help someone is through informing them, educating them, along with them wanting to learn new information, right? So, with this video request, because I don't like to copy people, I don't do research in this case. My research comes straight from my mind. And the reason that is, I mean, I could go in and watch a lot of videos about the narcissist and the new supply, but why? I mean, the sister could go in there and do that herself. I want to give her something unique and something that maybe is different from what everyone else has told her or whatever else that she's heard. So, in this video, I'm going to mainly touch on the female empath because I think this sister is an empathic sister. I can tell by the type of videos that she uploads. I was just watching one of her videos that she just uploaded, right? And I kind of get a good sense of people that have empathy. You can tell they have empathy based on what they talk about, what they upload. So I think she's an empathic sister, potentially an empath. And I believe she's right when she asks about the narcissist and the new supply. She probably was with a narcissist or someone that was narcissistic. The difference is this: if they're a narcissist, they could be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder by a psychiatrist. If they're just narcissistic, they won't be high enough on the spectrum to be diagnosed with NPD. However, if they're narcissistic, they don't have a whole lot of empathy for you. So it's almost going to be just like you're dealing with a narcissist. Then you got the empath, which is very empathic, but we can have narcissistic traits come out of us from time to time when we need to handle a narcissist emotionally. And then you got just normal people. They're not too much of anything. They're just normal. They don't have a bunch of empathy. They don't have a bunch of narcissism. They could really care less about a lot of stuff, for real. So, going on into the video, okay, the female empath and the narcissist. Okay, she was in a relationship with a narcissist. And he has gotten new supply. So notice on my screen, you see a lot of bubbles in this video. You're going to see bubbles being blown and they're just floating across the screen here, right? So those bubbles represent the new supply and you. Okay? You left the narcissist, but you were once one of those bubbles. If there's no children involved and you have no children with this narcissist, begin to go into no contact. Even if you break no contact, you go into no contact for a year or two, you end up having a conversation with the narcissist again. that may happen. But at some point, you're going to have to go into complete no contact because you have no children with this narcissist. And if you do have children with the narcissist, don't have any more dealings with the narcissist outside of the kids. Don't bring the narcissist in the home. If you exchange the kids, do it at a neutral location where it's supervised for safety reasons. So, the first thing I want to bring up is this, okay? Your ex was a narcissist. So, like I said, in this case, we're going to do the female was the empath and the man was the narcissist. So, to know for sure that he was a narcissist, you want to know for sure now. Okay, so things like this, there would have been times in the relationship where he didn't support you with something. It could be something like a funeral. So you needed to go to your family member's funeral. The narcissist says, no, I don't do funerals. A lot of people don't do funerals, but they'll go with their partners to support them because they're grieving. So those are signs. The narcissist man would have been wishy-washy. He's up and down. He's unpredictable. He goes missing without explanation. He's late. He talks about y'all building together, but then suddenly stops talking about it. He's sometimes up front. He lets you know, I don't want to marry you. Or he may lie and say he's going to marry you, but he doesn't fulfill that. Some of them are cheap. I mean, things like, can you get me a milkshake, right? Some of them spend a lot. It just depends. But even if that narcissist spends a lot of money, if he's not a rich man and he's just mediocre and he earns a regular income, he's gonna stop spending. So that goes along with the wishy-washiness. He has a cold stare to him. You've never heard him genuinely sad. These are just some of the traits of a narcissist male. His background is very important. A lot of them had mama issues. They talk ill will of their mothers, even though their mother was decent. He can't really tell you anything she did bad. He just don't like her and don't want to go around her. He has no real story to tell you of what this woman really did to him. Narcissist males, a lot of them naturally dislike their moms or they play like they like her. They are not genuine mama boys, okay? And if a narcissist male is a mama's boy, that's going to be the only woman he ever care anything about, okay? So other traits of the narcissist male is if you manage to stop sleeping with the man or being intimate, you may find that he's very boring. Like there's nothing else that you really like about this man. So, okay, those are some things I'm thinking of off the top of my head. Some of them are really good at grooming at first and hygiene, but may start to fail on those things. Or he may never fail on it in some cases. But the key is his coldness and cruelty. If he was raising his voice at you, yelling at you, you catching him in lies, he's definitely a narcissist, right? So let's go into the new supply, okay? And remember, you see these bubbles. So I'm just going to be brutally honest, right? And I have not heard this. I'm just going to tell you the truth, right? Start to look at what supply is different. And this is why. And I'm not saying all men are bad. Listen to me very carefully, right? I'm not no young woman. So this is something that I've learned throughout my lifespan, right? I ain't no old woman neither, but listen to me on this, okay, sister? And brothers, if you're listening to this video, I'm going to do a separate video for the men. Okay, but this video, I'm mainly speaking of the female empath, and she has a male narcissist that she was with, and he has new supply. So, okay, listen to me very carefully. Whether or not the man is a narcissist or an empath, a woman is always a supply source for a man. And this is why. It's because of our roles and our gender. Okay, women, we are internal. Even when you look at our genitals, we're internal, the male is external, right? A woman is usually not going inside of a male. So, because of the way we're made, whether that man is an empath or not, you and every other woman that he's with is always a supply source because you're being used, right? But this is the difference. It's going to be a difference when you're a supply source for a man that's an empath versus a man that is a narcissist. And this is the difference. It's going to be because of the way that man makes you feel. So, when you're giving your body to a man that is a narcissist, you will feel very much used. He may even sexually abuse you. Okay, a lot of times with narcissist males, they're trying to put stuff places that you don't want it. Okay, you don't do anal sex, but he want to keep trying to stick it there. These are the things that go on. A lot of women are raped by narcissists. Date raped. No just ain't no to them. They're sexually perverted. They're into pornography. A lot of women, the first time they even had oral sex or did oral sex to a man, that man was a narcissist. A lot of women will tell you, when I was with an empathic man, he didn't even ask me to do that. And that's because the empathic man was not trying to degrade you. Okay, so you're a supply source to both when you're a female. However, the narcissist male is going to try to degrade you. A lot of them are on the down low. They will be homosexual. That's another issue. However, the narcissist has the new supply now, right? So that's a challenging situation because when the narcissist gets with the new supply, it depends on where you're at in your healing. So this is another thing we want to maybe consider different. They use the word new supply. Most of the time, that new supply ain't so new. A lot of times they've known that supply 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years. And it's not something that the narcissist respects. Remember, when you go buy a new dress, a new hair accessory, a new pair of shoes, you may get an excitement about it. And maybe the narcissist will get that at first, but narcissists know that ain't nothing new. So that narcissist male, in his mind, he may treat it like it's new at first, but he knows what he's about. So he's not respecting in his soul any newness about that new supply. So with the new supply, which will be the other female, remember, look at the bubbles here. See all the bubbles on the screen? She's just one of those bubbles, just like you are. He's always going to have all these bubbles, no matter what. And so the narcissist man getting with the new supply, this is an opportunity for you to heal and to dump him and to make it so he can't come back into your life. You got to stop him from coming in your house too. That has to happen. But the way to view the new supply is with sadness. I mean, you already know what the narcissist does. You already know what the narcissist is about. He's going to figure out to have the same nature or do some of the same things with the new female. Okay? If he felt comfortable getting violent with you, he may fear getting violent with her because she has a lot of brothers, but he will emotionally abuse her and torture her until she's in a mental institution. Do you see the dynamics here? So the new supply is also this. I've experienced this with narcissists. And sometimes I didn't understand why they came my way, right? Or this one came my way. But what happened is this. Whatever that narcissist man did to you, you may look at that new supply as a weak person, but remember, you don't know her very well. So a lot of times the new supply will be his karma. So that could be the woman that, okay, say for example, he's had a lot of kids. Nobody's ever filed child support. He's never been accountable for taking care of these kids. That new supply is going to file child support when he gets her pregnant. Okay, say he's had a history of beating up women and he's gotten away with it. That new supply calling the police. These are actual situations I've been in, y'all. Okay, so I can remember one situation where the ex was like, oh no, don't put him in the system. Child support filed. That's it. So the new supply, as the narcissist man gets new supplies, each new supply, his time is running out. And as he goes through the supplies, his addictions get worse. So, for example, with you, he may have just drank once or twice a week. Now, since he got the new supply, he drinking and turning it up every single night and day now. Because sometimes the new supply is a functional alcoholic. You see where I'm going with this? So the new supply is the closest that the narcissist man will get to his karma. So what you need to do is be in no contact. You want to be the one that he don't forget, right? And the way that you're the one that he doesn't forget is through no contact. He'll always remember you. There's always going to be something about you that crosses his mind, especially if you wasn't just a one-night stand. And you weren't. You weren't a one-night stand if you're asking for a video about the narcissist having a new supply. So, other things, look at the narcissist's past. Look at his upbringing and his past. And develop a better understanding of how this is just his nature. I'm going to recommend not to argue with the new supply. You should be in no contact. The new supply is not going to be ready to hear what you got to say anyway. The new supply is in love. The new supply is probably another empath. Or that new supply is another narcissist. So you want to be careful of giving advice to the new supply. Don't say things like, well, he's just no good. He's not going to treat you well, girl. Don't do none of that. And the reason you don't want to do that is that may be another narcissist. So you want to avoid the attack from two narcissists that are together. Because two narcissists hooking up, that's an evil pair right there. And you want to avoid being in the midst of that chaos. Another thing is new supplies. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Just today, I ran into someone that knows my ex-narcissist, right? And this is not an ex of his. This is a male companion, a homie or whatever. the homie has gained an excessive amount of weight, not looking his best. He looking kind of sad. I mean, his homie, I showed love emotionally. I was kind. This homeboy or this friend of my ex narcissist, he never did nothing to me but be nice to me, right? But I'm just using this as an example. My ex narcissist sits up at this man's house sometimes every day. This man feed my ex narcissist like this is his child. So what's happened with this empathic man that's the friend of the narcissist, right? He's been living an unhealthy lifestyle. My ex narcissist is not asking him to walk. Man, let's go play some basketball. Let's go shoot some hoops, play ball. He's not. The narcissist is lazy, and his thing is being a functional alcoholic. So what's happened to his homie or his friend is he's been around this unhealthy man. Okay, and he's not dressing well. He has excessive weight on him because every day when he gets home from work, he's preparing for my ex to come. And these are a bunch of guys that drink and hang out because they're functional alcoholics, right? Okay, the reason I'm bringing up that example is this. That's going to happen to your narcissist, your ex-narcissist, new woman. Okay, it doesn't matter whether that new supply is a friend of theirs, a homeboy they hang out with, or their new girlfriend. The way you see the new supply, she won't look like that a lot of times later. So if the new supply, she got her body really together and she's looking good, you may see a photo of her 3 years later or potentially see her out in public and she's 3 times the size that she was. And I'm not saying this to make fun of nobody's weight because that's why I'm on this bike. I lost 18 pounds, y'all. I'm keeping it off and I'm on this bike. So I am not in no position to call nobody fat, obese, or none of that. I'm just giving you an example of how it plays out with the new supply. If you broke up with the narcissist that you were with, and that's your ex, and you still got your body in shape, you still got good energy in your voice, that won't happen to you. That getting the weight out of control and abusing their body, she might start drinking heavily with the narcissist too. All of that is going to happen to the new supply, that new woman that he's with. And this is how you need to be thinking, not to be cold, right? Better her than you, right? Better her than you. You don't want to be in that situation and potentially lose your health or your life. Okay, because the reality is, if you become twice the size that you are, you may not live through that. You understand? A lot of people do not live to be able to lose the weight. They go into massive heart attacks. They develop diabetes and they get limbs surgically removed, things like that. So, but at the same time, another suggestion is pray for the new supply. Pray for her healing and her future because she's going to need it. And sometimes you notice a decline of the new supply's appearance pretty quickly. So sometimes it may be, okay, you notice she wore pretty hair weaves, hair attachments. That was her thing. Now she's not doing that no more. Because now your ex-narcissist is taking her money. Okay, so at the end of the day, your ex-narcissist cannot make her happy. He didn't make you happy. So he just has the inability to make anybody truly happy. All he's going to do is destroy that woman's health, that woman's emotional state of mind. He's going to destroy her prayer life. He's going to, in some cases, get her sidetracked to where she gets evicted. He might start financially abusing her and make her lose her home that she bought. There might be a dispute and he end up getting that woman in jail. A lot of things, very, very bad, can happen to that new supply. And if you're somebody that believes in the Lord, you're under the Lord's protection. That's what it's all about too. The Lord has removed that man that's a narcissist away from you. And remember the situation I told you earlier where just today, my ex-narcissist homie was in the store. And the condition and the sad conditions that he's in. If I didn't know him, I would think he was a cleaned up homeless man. I mean, his hygiene wasn't bad. He didn't smell. So that's why I say a cleaned up homeless man. He had on a big old coat, stomach way out there. He's gained a lot of weight. This man, when I first met my narcissist homie, long time ago, he looked nothing like this. He had his weight down. He was well dressed. He looked happier. He trimmed his beard. He didn't wear a scraggly, homeless looking man hat. He looked nothing like that. Now, this man is a homeowner and he does work. So when I was talking to my ex-narcissist homie in the store, very, very good soul. This is definitely a man that does have empathy, right? But he's no different than what the woman of the ex-narcissist may start looking like. They just go down, y'all. So that new supplier, that new woman that your ex-narcissist is with, don't be surprised if she ain't looking the same. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 years. So at the end of the day, be grateful and pray for this. Pray that your soul be removed of any jealous and hurt, any hateful feelings, not hurt, but hateful feelings that come up in your soul for the new supply. And this is why you don't want to do that. You were once the new supply too. So this is just a new person that's going on your journey, a journey you've already went through. And this could be a time where the new supply is going to find out some things you were suspicious of. So say if the narcissist was on the down low and you suspected it. I think this man be with men. Guess what? The new supply may catch him with a man. She may come home one day and catch him with a man. And then you see her at the store or the supermarket. And then she talking to you and you like, well, what happened with the relationship you was in? You okay? She might say, girl, I caught him in the bed with a man. And then you may say, well, I always was suspicious of that. I always thought that man like men. I'm just giving you an examples. So a lot of times the new supply is there to confirm what you were always suspicious of, if that makes sense. However, it won't happen that same month. It may take 2 or 3 years. It may take 1 year. It may not happen at all. Okay, so the narcissist and the new supply, that's a very, very good thing. And this is when you know you've completed your journey and you're on top of your narcissist game and you understand narcissism. Where I'm at now, I don't care. Whoever is with that demon that I was with, may the Lord bless her soul. Okay, I saw some stuff that just will blow your mind. Okay, because in my case, my ex-narcissist has all these weapons laying around the house. And he's not wrapped too tight. So what that means is this. She get that bullet, not me. You understand what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it. I don't want nobody killed or harmed, but that is the reality of these situations. I am so grateful that this is now your ex narcissist. I am so grateful that he got him a new supply. If you find out that he's done something to her, ask the Lord to remove that demonic entity from her. Another narcissist that I knew from childhood, he was so cruel and hateful. He told me when his girlfriend was pregnant, I'm sorry. And he told me, I hope the baby die. I got off that phone and I immediately prayed for that woman. I said, please remove this demonic entity from her life. Right now, she's married to a pastor. She still has no children. She had a lot of miscarriages and she couldn't have children. She also was protected from having children with that narcissist that I knew from childhood. But I prayed for her. She's married to a pastor right now. So do that good deed, because the Lord is looking at how you react to that situation. You're being tested. The Lord is going to test your temperament, your behavior. The angels are going to watch and see if you pray for this woman. It's going to be a test of your maturity. It's going to be a time where you can get your business started. Focus on your own YouTube channel. Keep putting out that positive content. Uploading those good TikToks that you're uploading. That's helping women like me. I'm talking to the woman that requested this video. Continue to do that, and you're on the right road to success. And if you want any other videos, any other video requests, please feel free to ask. I love you so, so much, sister. And I'm so proud of you that you asked the question and that you're freeing yourself of that spirit. Congratulations, sister. And before I end this video, I'm going to do one for the brothers too. Okay? So I hope this helped. Again, I love you so, so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. I've been on this bike almost 33 minutes. And let me add this. That new supply. I'm at home on my exercise bike, right? That new supply. This is going to be the stuff she ain't doing in the house. Do you know how sidetracked and how much of a distraction a narcissist is to your life and the new supply's life? This is why the weight gonna come on her. This is why when you see the woman, she gonna be 50 times bigger. Because that narcissist is not gonna have her on this bike. The narcissist is gonna hate that she's doing that. The narcissist wants her in the bed raping her in all kind of areas, wrong areas that she ain't even into. You know, so stuff like that, like this new supply is in a bad position. You got out of there before it got worse. What happened to you is going to be triple times to the new supply. But oh, if that new supply is another narcissist, he got some coming for him. He does. He got some coming for him. Trust me. Trust me on that, okay? So, again, congratulations. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please leave a comment. I love comments, video ideas, whatever you got to offer. Please share the video. And thank you.